As always, we pick the Sanctuary. At least that's the route I choose. Nothing too exciting to start with there, just a heart piece. Yeah, we went for a couple different walks today. George could definitely, our younger dog, he's much bigger, like they're both Shih Tzus. Freddy is probably maybe 14 pounds and George is a little over 19. He's basically a tank. But it's also, he's like the vet said he's not really, I mean, he's a little heavy. Like his body weight would be considered overweight, but his body type, he's actually not too heavy for his body type because he's built solid. Like there's really not fat on him. But we're still trying to get him to lose a little weight, so longer walks and more walks. They were at puppy daycare today, and he had a great, well, he always has a great time there. 30 minutes to an hour is a great, that just, it's so good for, I mean, for me at least too, it's just, I feel better if I get out and, it's not like I enjoy exercising, but I can't deny that I feel better after I do it. Can mark that up. Wait. Oh yeah, we got the boomerang there. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the stun prize is. I don't have an actual weapon to use yet. Get out of there. Nope, we're gonna skip that. We're going for item count. Still no bombs. Rats. I was hoping we'd get bailed out there. Now I gotta go get 4 bombs from the little rock here. And I can't just flute right into town. I'd love to flute to the center of CAC, but unfortunately, we have to run into this rock, go into the building, and repeat that till we have 4 bombs. I could gamble that I'm gonna find a bomb somewhere in CAC, but whenever I do that, it doesn't work, and I have to come back out here for an extra bomb to get into the bomb hut. There is a 50-50 bomb in that area, but it's a pretty, not a long walk, but it's more of a walk than I'm willing to take. This is just quicker. Yeah, I was telling my wife earlier today when we were out for our longer walk that this is like this in spring, this more so, are like the perfect times a year for that, because in summer, especially with Shih Tzus, their noses are all scrunchy, they have a hard time dissipating heat, and it's too hot for us too. But here in the middle of fall, you got like 60 degrees, nice cool breeze, it's just perfect. Speaking of just perfect, got some mitts. Okay, well I guess I would have had plenty of bombs here. And both boomerangs early. And a container heart. No money though. I do need to get $100 to pay the bottle vendor. So we might end up dropping into the well a few times. Unless we find some extra cash down here. Holy crap, thank you, Retro Nook! Welcome to the ranks of the camp counselors. Enjoy the badge, enjoy the emotes. I could not figure out what that was. That scared the crap out of me. Thank you so much. I was looking for the jumps. I was looking to see who did a jump scare, because one of my channel point redeems on Twitch is a jump scare where you can do that. And I was like, wait, why is there no jump scare showing up? That did not, like, yeah, I was not thinking that was gonna hit. Thank you for the good luck. I wish, like, I wish YouTube would let you do, like, well, I don't know what lets them give you, like, what gets you more emotes. But I wish, like, they did things like channel points like that. Because they could really, I feel like they could definitely put a dent in, like, Twitch's monopoly on the live streams if if they did a few more things to make the live streams more interactive on their end. Like, that's my hope, is one day that things are like better for YouTube. I don't know if they'll ever actually do that. I don't know how much they care about live streaming, but it could make such a huge difference. So I know I'm not the only person that is kind of, that prefers this to like, I'd prefer to just be here than Twitch. Like the night when I had a bunch of issues with my when I updated OBS and it broke the multi-streaming. I think that was the last time I did a Link to the Past, last weekend. I just said, okay, you know what? Not gonna bother with Twitch. I'm just gonna do YouTube for the night. I hear you, Helena. What are you up to? Ooh, half magic. That's nice. I did finally remove the flute from the item pool when I'm starting with flute. It had been, when was the last Link to the Past main tournament? Like a half a year ago? When I started making Bosshunt seed. Well, no, it wasn't a half a year. It was probably about 3 months ago when I started giving myself starting flute. Nope. But like, there's so many things that I'd like to do with, like, I want to make, like, eventually, if I can have quarter magic. Okay, half magic there, quarter magic here. We're just gonna go grab the quarter magic. Like, I want to try to figure. I know Mix It Up has the capability, and I'd like to do something where it gives like a little mini game that people can play, where they collect various items from like and then they can use them to fight Jason or something like that. And it's possible I could link that with stream avatars, but I was thinking of trying, like, I wanted to make it more of just like a little bot base, like a Mix It Up based thing. But I don't know how that would necessarily work, and it'd be unfair to the people on YouTube because they wouldn't have the same opportunities to do that stuff as people on Twitch would, because YouTube doesn't have the, like, channel points and stuff. And my goal is always to I don't want to have to make people, like, if you're on Twitch, you get channel points for just watching. And you could use that, it doesn't cost you anything. For YouTube, there's nothing like that, and I don't want to tie something like that to making people spend money. So that's kind of the dilemma. It's like, if YouTube would do something similar, where you could make that free without people having to pay for it, that would be ideal. Yeah, there's so many things like that. It would be awesome to be able to have, like, wallpapers like that. I could think of a lot of different things I could do with that. Bottle. And we can go back to the bottle vendor now. Like, for me, it just, I want it to be better, because I feel, to me at least personally, I feel YouTube is a much better platform, at least for someone like me. Oh geez, only 6 bombs, that's not great. Ow. A twofer. What? How did that miss? That was right on top of him. Oh, what a call, Retro Nook. Hook shot, let's go. And Burna. I mean, no sword or anything, but that was pretty stacked. Ow, okay, we're just gonna, you freeze. Get her out on the rock. Go. One of the things I really need to improve with on this game is using the hook shot for general movement. Ow. Great, now I'm one crab away from dying. Uh-oh. This is bad. Thin him out. Got him. Those crabs will do 2 hearts worth on blue mail, and they're scary. At least I got this. If I die on the way out, not that big a deal. I'd prefer not to, but at least I already got what was back here. We're gonna walk around. Oh boy. Okay, made it. We're fine. Never any doubt. Right, just gotta avoid getting hit. And the water walk is on. Okay, let's scout. Oh, come on! One mail is on Lumberjack Ledge. The other one's sitting there on floating on Lake Hylia Island. Alright, this was hot garbage. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Wait, why am I... Wait, this is fine. Get in. I missed it. Now I have to sit here and wait for this to cycle through and let me save and quit. Because I don't have the flippers, so when you get hit like that, the game doesn't know what to do. And thankfully with the randomizer, they should have set this. Did I get hit in a really bad spot? Is it not going to let me? Hey all, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, I think me being stuck in the waterfall like this is really bad. Because it's not giving me the option to, it's not like normally it would have popped up a save and quit option by now. So I might have to reset and restart the whole seed here. That's bad. Yeah, we're gonna reset here. 1 sec. Almost dropped the mic. Alright. Come on. What is going on here? Let me go. And it didn't save any of my stuff. Because I didn't save and quit. Alright. So we're just going to have to go through. I'm going to reset the timer here. There. Trying to remember where all the useless stuff was. Because I can do a couple educated skips at this point. I know... Let's see, we can skip Hookshot Cave. I'm not even going to worry about going into the cave there. Into... What do you call it? What's the name? Waterfall Fairy. Yeah, that was definitely a warm-up. That was, I think it must have something to do with me getting the damage boost knocking me into the waterfall. Because normally you have to wait like 30 seconds or so, and then it'll pop up a save and quit window. But normally you don't get knocked into a waterfall either. That was just terrible luck in all ways. At least I know there's... Oh, maybe I do want some extra bombs though. Because I do need to get into... I do need to hit... what do you call that? That completely broke my brain. I have to get Mini Moldorm Cave. Yeah, that was, maybe I should be like, that was just bad placement of that Zora popping up. It shot the fireball in the perfect location. I very, very slightly missed hitting my whirlpool. I came in a little too low. Alright, there's my glove. Got extra bombs. I'm just gonna have to go through and get all of this stuff again. What did the bottle vendor have? I think it was something useless. Welcome in Dimension X. Hope you're having a good Friday. I do think I agree with you. Ganon will be the final boss. Assuming I can even get there without soft locking. Because that seems to be the early theme here. Fiver. I'm gonna have to go through the well one more time. Hey, old school, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thanks for the good luck. Alright, we gotta loop around here now. There we go. Gotta get a little extra cash. Wait. Am I gonna have to loop in here? Oh, I'm gonna have to loop in here a third time. What did he have? And I know I can skip Ice Rod Cave. We're just gonna go to Mini Moldorm Cave and then turn around. Really, I probably should have kept the timer going where it was. But, oh yeah, this isn't the Link to the Past Randomizer. Well, that's right, he did have something I wanted. It shuffles all the items around, it lets me change my sprite. I always use Mega Man, X from Mega Man X2. They have an X1 sprite, but I like the way the X2 sprite looks better when you get armor. 50 bucks. I think what I'll try to do, I'm not gonna go to Waterfall Ferry, but I will try to skip ahead and grab, go to the Hobo. And then after the Hobo, we can save and quit and head back to the sewers because of that glove. And actually maybe go and turn in the bottle to Sick Kid. Because there's a couple items that did open up that I just hadn't been able to check before I got sniped by that horrible Zora. Oh, CDI Zelda. I watched JSR play that so much. Nope. Hey, where was Half Magic? Oh, was Half Magic in the tavern? Pretty sure I skipped the tavern here. But I'm pretty sure this was Quarter Magic. Yep. We didn't even need Half Magic here. I'm pretty sure that was in the tavern. Oh, when you give the Sick Kid a bottle, when you come to Sick Kid with a bottle, he'll give you an item. In the vanilla game, he gives you a bug net. In this, it's completely shuffled. It could be anything, like, except in this case, I already know where Hookshot is. I know where the boomerangs are, Burna. Like, the items don't repeat. Unless it's like a sword or something like that. You can get all 4 swords. Yes, Helena, that is correct. And I do get a I think, I don't remember exactly where the fairy bottle was. I think maybe Mini Moldorm. Oh no, it was right here. So we'll do Mini Moldorm, then we'll go back, we'll do Sick Kid, we'll save and quit, we'll go get the... What's it? We'll go get the sewers. Yeah, I was doing a fake flipper where I was swimming without flippers, and I got sniped by a Zora fireball. And unfortunately, the damage boost took me into the middle of a waterfall. And that, usually you're fine when that happens. It's like a 30-second penalty, and the randomizer will pop up a save and quit window. But it didn't do that this time. I think it was because the damage boost took me into the waterfall. So I ended up having to reset. Stay. Got him. Alright, now we'll get our hook shot back. And all the goodies that were in here. We don't need to go back to Hookshot Cave. So let's go visit Sick Kid. I never watched Dragnet, but they had it was like a kids math show, and they had a Dragnet spoof called MathNet, and I used to watch that all the time when I was in elementary school. $50, not bad. It's not great, but... Alright, now we're gonna save and quit. Lock in all these items this time. I know, Helena, I got sniped by a Zora. You don't have to keep mocking me. She's gonna keep mocking me. As she should. Alright, in we go. Let's see a sword. Actually, all the items are in here, so... Yep, got the key. A compass. The swamp, not bad. And the map, that is just really not exciting at all. The compass is nice. Oh, yuck. Where do I go now? Oh, hookshot okay. I know where I'm going. Hookshot gets me up the mountain. I'm not gonna bother with Gary right now. I mean, actually, I probably could use Burna to navigate through that with quarter magic. But I'd rather have a sword. Maybe I can do that, though. I think with Burna and full magic, with having the quarter, I should be able to get through there. There's $20, don't want it. And 10 arrows, don't want that either. But the real prize here is Paradox Cave. If I didn't have the gloves there, I would have just jumped and got myself stuck. That would have just been actually pretty funny. Sometimes you just gotta embrace your own stupidity. Alright, Paradox, what do you got for me? Ether, okay, potentially important. A little extra money too, that doesn't hurt. Only 2 bombs. Uh-oh. $20. Heart container, heart container. $5. And okay, finally. It's like, is anything useful gonna be in Paradox today? Actually, with that hammer, I mean, I don't have the bombs. I'd only get one shot at the bomb jump, the Hera pot, but I could technically get to the top of Hera if I don't screw that up. Bombs. I mean, those bombs would be really nice right about now. I'm gonna check this first. Maybe this will be bombs. Normally I'd go to Hera first, but only having one bomb and giving myself one shot to do Hera pot. I mean, actually, no, I could get the big key, because the big keys aren't shuffled. Ow. Stupid jerk Moldarm. Mini Moldarm. There we go. All right. Very nice. 10 bombs. I'm gonna have to get that fairy up at the top because my health is not looking great, but see if I can somehow work in a very lovely swordless Hera pot. Let's get that hammer ready. Smack. Get away from me. See, we got 3 items in Hera. I do not know who the boss is. Odds are I won't be able to beat this boss. Unless it's like a vanilla Moldorm or, what do you call it? Or Armos Knights or something. Ugh, yuck. Okay, so that makes it very likely our big key could be locked in the basement, which we can't do without a fire source. But we do have a hint tile. A piece of heart is in... Oh, Cack Village Elder. Is that saying a piece of heart is on the green pendant? Oh, I ruined that. You have to let the item hit the ground, otherwise I thought I was far enough away. But I believe if the item does not hit the ground, that ruins Hera pot. Okay, why am I walking all the way around? I could just do this. Jerk. Let it hit. Mine. This is gonna be really hard to line up. I think it shifted me down a little bit. There we go. Swordless Hera pot. Let's go. Wait, I don't trust myself to do... why am I even doing this? I don't have the big key. I can't get the item in there. Heart container in Eastern. Great news. So we do have an item in the big chest, unfortunately, that we cannot get without a fire source. But we can scout here and see what boss this is. Maybe you'll be lucky it'll be like Armos Knights or Moldorm. This is not going to go well. The hitbox for the hammer is just way too small, but I'm up here. If I die, I just save and quit and go back to somewhere else. Will you stop hovering around the hole? Ow. Uh-oh. Get away. Run. Ow. Actually, I should mark down who this boss is. Well, I do have a fairy, so... I can be revived when I inevitably die here. Uh-oh. Right, how am I gonna get into the hammer's hitbox with this? Over here, you coward. That's fine. I think I need 4 hits with the hammer, and this is not gonna work. I'm wasting time here. Trying to do this swordless. Ow. Yeah, that was such a waste. That's fine, though. We know who the boss is. We can come back here. Why'd I save and continue? Alright, where do we want to go next? Alright, we have a plan. I'm gonna get the flute out. I was considering going to Agina, but then, like, no. Agina is a lot easier with the starting flute. It's not such a long walk, but... Ow. Fine, we'll walk around. You want to be in our way. So rude. Ow. Alright, what do we got here in Saha's... And what's our green pendant? Green pendant swamp. But I'm pretty sure that's just a heart piece, if I'm understanding that right. Compass or Meyer. 20 bucks. This isn't gonna try to make me go into, like, into Eastern or something, is it? Alright, we're gonna check Agina before going into the basement. A compass. We'll grab that when we get the chance. Compasses are normally not that useful, but since I'm doing a boss shuffle, having the compass when you go into a dungeon will tell you who the boss is. Yeah, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. 1 bomb for the wall, 1 bomb for Agina. That's why we don't like you, Agina. There used to be a channel that played, like 24/7 Beavis and Butthead, but that got taken down. Alright, so if what we need isn't here an escape... Not escape, in... Well, yeah, in Hyrule Castle. Oh, I never sequence broke, the hobo. I guess I will do that before... Well, actually, no, doing that before going into Eastern isn't going to really do much for me because my progression would likely be in Eastern. Be holding a sword... Hold a sword. Biscuits. Oh, that was terrible. And then I had to go and redo Turtle Rock of all places. That's just sadness. Alright, ooh, stun prize is 20 bucks. If only I had something to more easily farm that with. Got almost a full row of hearts and no sword. Ow. I am getting close to Zora money though. Okay, we're just gonna walk through. Power through. Really wish I had something to utilize the stun prize a little better. 20 bucks is awesome early game. And I'd like to get Zora money. Actually, I have the hammer. I can swap to the hammer. I mean, not with this guy, but this one is a key. Compass to Ice Palace. Oh no, I didn't want to knock you off the ledge. I wanted to take your money. Alright, we're getting close to Zora money now. Let's farm a couple more of these. You can stay still too. Alright, we got Zora money. This is not looking good. I mean, with the quarter magic, I could probably sneak in and make it through to Dark Cross. That would be nice, being able to turn... Oh, what am I gonna kill him with? I want to save my Burna. Okay, you need to settle down. You're just gonna freeze. Uh-oh. Don't kill the green guard. There we go. Wait, that's actually not that great, because now I've got Dark World access and no sword. I mean, the Dark World access, really nice. Not gonna argue with it, but I want a sword. I'd like something to defend myself with that isn't a hammer. Yeah, the hammer does good damage, but the hitbox is garbage. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Oh, this is not going to work at all. I can't see exactly where I am. I mean, I know where the things are looping, but I can't... I'm having a... Like, I could already tell I was going to have a lot of issues navigating that. So we're just going to come back later if we need to. And now we're going to do some South Dark World. Then we'll probably have to go into the North Dark World. You should be able to grab stuff off the wall like that. Hey, stop dropping bombs on me. Alright, Johnny. Let's see some hype. Alright, gave me my bombs back. A bow. A bottle. Alright. The mitts. Okay, I'd say that's a solid 8 hype. Not only that, the mitts let me make things much easier getting into the Village of Outcasts. I don't have to do that loop around, and that is really... I was hoping I'd find mitts there. Ow. Song? Skull Woods and Eastern for our reds. Very nice. Well, not really. The red crystals, like the pendants and red crystals are actually more important than a boss hunt here. Because you're not going to get anything for getting all the... I hope I set this up so Ganon's Tower is open with 0 crystals. Because if I didn't, that kind of takes a lot of excitement out of this mode. because you can go as soon as you can open Ganon's tower, and Ganon's tower is actually open right now. There's usually Ganon's tower is so item dense, there's usually a lot of progression in there. So you want to rush Ganon's tower, but I don't have a sword. And my swords could be in Ganon's tower. Come on. I lined this up terribly. I tried to drop a bomb on the guy and it wouldn't let me. Oh, okay, I've never heard of that song. I'm gonna get some extra money here. One, two, three. Oh, Helena, you're distracting me. Oh, I almost missed it. Let's do one more. You can do 2 in a row before the lineup of the hands like ends up screwing up your shots and starts blocking them. But if you look at the little line on the second curtain, when the target passes that and you fire, if you do that twice right away and you walk to the guy right away, you'll get some very nice hits in him. Yeah, we'll bring him home right away. Actually, now it's, is he gonna let me go into Thieves Town? It's probably a dumb idea. It's not, I guess with the mitts, it's, what? I can't item dash with this guy following me. Go back to where I found you. Try to be nice and take the guy home early, and he makes me not able to item dash. That is incredibly rude. Alright, let's just get rid of him. It's really easy to get back to the Village of Outcasts now. I don't run into the lady. And I hope you make this worth it. Hey JSB, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. It is Friday. Thanks for the GG. Something good. I don't need, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe I do need more hearts because I still don't have a sword. But I've got a bow and I've got a hammer. Can both find very good, happy to have them, but I'd really just like to have something I could swing. Do I want to? No, I don't have a. Oh, I was like, I could use my ether medallion on the Gibdo in the Gibdo room, but I can't do anything with ether if I don't have a sword. We're still gonna try it. Be prepared for lots of deaths in that Gibdo room. Let me through. I mean, there are 2 items in here plus the item on the boss. Hey. There we go. Ow. Gotcha. You jerk. I absolutely despise Gibdos. Good, he's out of my way. So that whole little excursion, giant waste. And I know it's going to give me a key. I might have to take it the long way out, but I'm gambling on there being a key in the first chest here. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Key? Yes. Perfect. And now we're going to reset our entrance. In and out. Go away. Okay, I don't need more keys now. I am set on keys for this place. I can take one from under the pot. Flippers! There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can go get the useless items that I don't need. Ballmaster, please. Thank you. Well, that is interesting. So bad at lining this up. Made it! Go, quick! Alright, so what we've learned is there's 2 items in the back. Not exactly ideal, not what I wanted, but there are 2 items in the back. Helena's laughing at me again. Uh-oh. Nope. Don't need this. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got the flippers. That opened up a decent chunk. We've still got Dark Death Mountain. We've got... Oh, it's not just the front of Thieves Town. This isn't Key Sanity. Every item in Thieves Town is open. I mean, checking the boss of Thieves is really easy. With the boss shuffle, you don't have to get blind out of the basement or anything. The boss is just right there. You don't have to bomb the attic or anything. But I still don't have a sword. There's a reason when I do inverted seeds, I start with a sword. Because my combat is terrible. This is getting a little bit nervous. But we're embracing the failure tonight. It couldn't have been Sankheart. That would have given me a full refill. Now I'm kind of happy the game has been giving me all of the health. Alright, let's give this a go. Alright, 1 item. It's not what I was really hoping for. One of these front 4 is going to be the big key. You could also get the small key or the map. There's the big key. And I don't want to try to use the bow on these things, but I might have to. And this is all stuff that is in logic right now, though, so I don't want to necessarily leave it behind and go searching somewhere else. It's possible I find a sword in here, I get some other kind of progression. There we go, I needed that. But this would definitely be easier if I did have a sword. Alright, we only got 1 more item left. So if the last item is in the attic, because I know 1 item is always going to be on the boss. That's where our Triforce piece is. So if I find something in the attic, we're all set. We can skip the basement entirely. Ow. We've got quarter magic here. Let's utilize the cape. Love quarter magic. No, no, no. Oh, you missed the key. Embrace the failure. These things hit really hard. Right, give us the item here in the attic. Let me skip the basement entirely. Yes! I mean, all the items were just arrows. Not very exciting, but... Ow. Now, is the boss beatable? This isn't a bad boss to come back to, but... Hey, Ness, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. That is something I've been wondering, too. I've been, like, every couple weeks, I look and see if there's a Zero sprite available. I look for Zero, and I look for Maya Fey. We've got an Emma Sky from Ace Attorney, so you'd think we'd have Maya Fey, but we don't. How did... These enemies are just, like, invisible today. Can we beat the boss? We cannot. Why didn't I just save and quit out of there? There was nothing else I could do here. Actually, no. I'm doing it. I'm right over here anyway. I'm gonna get the purple chest. We're gonna turn that in. Why not? Get Smith Chain out of the way. So yeah, taking the Death Warp out of there, no problem. We'll just flute to 7, walk this over. And Gary here, his lunchbox is going to give us a sword. It's going to be our first sword. We're going to be very happy about it. It's going to be a wonderful time. Gary, you jerk. Mire Shed? Okay, Ether, we can get into Mire if we had a sword. Well, in my defense, a lot of my deaths are intentional. Like that one, I was trying to die. Yes! Mire Shed. I knew I was getting my sword. I called that like 6 times and it finally came true. Oh, wait a minute. That opened up Mire now. Nope. Not going in there. Not doing Mire right now. Oh, not a problem at all. I'm picking on myself. So that should hopefully let people know that I don't mind if you mock my terrible abilities in these games. Yeah, I've always wondered what how those worked. I've seen, I think, Scottish Brave playing like the holiday ones, but I never really got them far enough to see what the difference was. Hey Chaser, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Ice Palace is indeed the worst. Thanks for the jump scare. King's Tomb was crap. Alright, we're gonna go visit the hobo. I don't have Samaria yet. I could Wait. No, I can't get into Ice Palace. I didn't have Bombos or Fire Rod. Water Temple and Ocarina of Time is terrible. The first time I played, that's where I stopped playing. I really enjoyed the Young Link portion of Ocarina of Time, but Adult Link just got worse and worse and worse. One arrow. This is why nobody likes you. But I can buy one. Not sure exactly why I'm getting a bottle of blue. Alright, we're gonna do Zora, and then I gotta go to Dark Death Mountain. And I've got one sword now. Ganon's Tower is doable with the fighter's sword. 42 minutes in, and still no dungeons completed. You know what? I'm gonna get these. Just to mock that Zora. That was so not worth it. I should have remembered what was in there. I do like white water is like white noise. Like when I turn on white, I usually don't have white noise when I go to bed, but if I do, it's like ocean waves or thunderstorms. Why? I love thunderstorms. And like ocean waves, always good. I don't like finding a fetch quest there. That makes me sad. You know what else makes me sad? 500 bucks for a 3-pack of bombs and I'm already full. Okay, we're gonna go check this quick. Then it's to then we're up to Dark Death Mountain. Yeah, this seed is, earlier I got sniped by a Zora when I was fake flippering, got sniped by a Zora. Where's I going here? And normally when you're in a fake flipper state, you get hit, the game doesn't know what to do, and it normally soft locks, but the randomizer set it so after like 30 seconds, a save and quit window pops up and you don't have to redo everything. Well, since I gave myself Starting Flute, I hadn't been saving, and the damage boost pushed me into a waterfall, and it had no idea what to do, and I think I sat there for about a minute, and then finally I just had to go reset and start over and lost like 12 minutes. Ooh. Now that we got a sword, hello, Gary. Actually, is anything in Dark Cross? Dark Cross, no, I'm pretty sure I got the map already there. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, 500 for a blue rupee is also very miserable. I'd rather have 3 bombs when I'm full than 5 rupees, just because the 5 is basically an insult. Wow, the double Helena. I don't think I've ever seen that. How are you in 2 places like that? 20 bucks, really? I just navigated the dark using only light on my sword to get you. And you're like, okay, here's some pocket change. Disappointed in you, Gary. Let's go into the dark world we'll go through Super Bunny. Or, oh no, I'm already... Oh. No, we're gonna go through Turtle Rock. Because maybe it's Ether and I can just open Turtle Rock and then we won't have to go and do that again later. That's good to hear. Those are always the best days. The 30-second death into the start was still one of my favorite moments of failure. And I wish I could say that was an intentional death. It was not. It was those, like, those bomb-dropping birds that were very accurate combined with my inability to dodge. That is ether. Alright, we're gonna open this up. Can't do anything with it right now without having Samaria. But we can still get in here. Day went pretty well. Took a few walks. Went out and had Jersey Mike's for lunch. I can hear my oldest daughter talking to a friend on the phone right above me. Wait a minute, how do I do this? Oh, here. Well, Super Bunny was a bust. I see like gyro, and I think those it's like is that like the lamb meat or something? The gyros. All right. My wife loves those gyros, if I'm pronouncing them right. Well, there's my money. Can I get something to help me with Ganon's tower, please? Oh, okay. I have not played Echoes of Wisdom yet. I need to, though. It looked great. Oh, wait, this is the moment of truth. Did I set this up right? Yes, okay. We're in. If you've never played the game Astalon, Tears of the Earth, amazing Metroidvania, and you're about to hear one of my favorite tracks. Well, the overworld theme in the Light World is also from Astalon. This is probably my second favorite track, The Blight of Mankind. My first is Arteries, but I do not have that on the MSU. I need to do that, though, because Arteries is a complete banger. Alright, Turtle Rock Compass. And 300 bucks. All right, Bob. All right, sorry, Torch. Sorry, Bob, I gotta take the key. I don't really have anything to beat any boss, like most of the, well, actually, it's the only boss I can beat right now, Trinex? Yeah, I think it is. I think I can beat everyone but Trinex now that with the hook shot and there we go, another sword. I love it. That just made these any bosses we run into a lot easier. What is with all the health? Oh, that might be why. It'd be hard to do an armor, like armor upgrades. I mean, with the Emma Sky sprite, they just changed the color of her glasses. So even if you did like 2 pixels of green on its chest armor, you could do like green and slightly change the shade, like green, different shade of green, black. That's just wishful thinking on my part, though. I just really want a Zero sprite. When you dash, his hair's going everywhere. That's just fun. And looking for giants made Jason and Freddy sprites. I wonder if I could commission her to make a Zero sprite. I love that part. Oh, and then I screwed up the end. Okay, I mean, the Master Sword, it's great. I love having it, but I need more. No! Oh, no! I missed the 4 items back there. That's bad. Let me go back. I don't think I can. I've done this once before. Let me go back. I just want to go back. Please? Please let me go back. I want to go back. Back, please. I didn't know that one doesn't. Ugh. That's horrible. I'm gonna have to go all the way back through there. I can't leave 4 items behind. Embrace the failure. Now, can we beat this boss? Armos Knights? Ow. I mean, Landmo is definitely doable. I would like to have Butter Sword. I would love to do it. I've been watching a Homewrecker do Ace Attorney on stream. Him and Carolyn, the librarian, do they act out the voice lines and everything. It's really fun. And he does Danganronpa too. 2 of my favorite franchises. Get him. At least having Master Sword here makes this significantly better. Alright, I just need to survive and get this. Got him. Alright, 1 Triforce piece. At 54 minutes. That's just sad. A map. And Quake. Alright, we officially have every medallion. Oh, get in there. No, stop it. You're drunk, X. Alright, we're full and ready to go back around to get those 4 checks. Especially because there was nothing, there was not a single progression item in here. There was nothing that will get me into any new areas. Which means either Ganon's Tower is completely empty, which would be very sad. Oh, I missed. So let's see if this boomerang works a little better. There we go. Nope. Uh-oh. Why do I try to do fancy things that I'm not good enough to do? Alright, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Drop the bomb. Alright. Was this worth it, or is this just a giant waste of time? I missed that. Alright, at least I get another shot at this room here. Alright, go, 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 go! Success. That's how you're supposed to do it. Alright, we're gonna stay away. I wonder, can I death warp out of here to go to Spike Cave? 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, and $1. Wait a minute. the big key is locked on the right side. Thanks for the GG Chaser. Yeah, 61 bucks. Oh, I was trying to get killed by the fire bar. $61 in there. So Samaria is locking the upstairs of Ganon's tower. Okay, we're not gonna wait for that fire bar. Wait, where am I going? Need to get this way? There we go. This is much faster. Not now. Come on. There we go, one more. Okay, so I can leave. Why is it oh, yeah, I forgot I had a fairy. Embrace the failure. Yeah, it's at least I know now. But that just, I've never had, this is the first time, I've probably done 50 boss hunt seeds. This is the first time Ganon's tower has failed me. And that is really scary. Because there's not a whole lot left now. Now I'm dipping dungeons that I can't fully clear yet. And that is really scary. Like, I don't have Samaria, can't clear Mire. I could potentially do Eastern. Bosses only can repeat once, so there's a chance I won't run into another Trinex. Compass to Thieves. That would have been really helpful a while ago. It's like, now, what do I do? Wait a minute. I never checked that. And there's still a couple kind of gross options. I'm gonna do mushroom turn-in. Then after this, I'm gonna go check Eastern. Okay, silvers, that's not bad. That means if I run into a Vitreous, Vidi is gonna be really easy now. But why is it saying... Is it the lamp? No. Why does this say I can't finish Eastern? Is it because it doesn't know who the boss is? Oh yeah, that's it. The tracker is a little different. That they updated the tracker and I'm still not used to how it displays bosses if you don't know who the boss is. Yeah, early silvers is really nice. Like, Armos Knights would be a breeze, and the big one is I don't have to worry about Vitreous. Vitreous is gonna just be so simple. Oh, yep, the bows are progressive, so you find the first bow you find, like there's 2 bows that are in the world somewhere. And even if you can get them both at the same time, the first one will give you the normal bow and arrows, and the second upgrades them to silvers. It's the same with like swords and armor. Like the first sword you find, fighter sword, second is master. Right now I'm on master sword. Hopefully I'll get a tempered sword. Because with tempered, I don't have to worry about Ganon. Like master sword silverless Ganon, or just master sword Ganon in general, I am terrible at phase 2. But if I have tempered sword, phase 2 is not a problem, and I can do Ganon without silvers without much of an issue. It's just trying to get through phase 2 with the master sword when you're doing the spins. Yeah, I know you were talking about A Link to the Past a couple days ago, Owl. Well, I mean, it sounded like you enjoyed this game quite a bit too. This is by far my favorite Zelda game. And the randomizer is... I started doing this with the plan of doing SMZ3 seeds. And then I got so into this randomizer that I never really did much SMZ3. Oh, I don't want to go all the way to the right side. Makes me sad. Right, a compass is very nice. They'll tell me who the bosses are before I get there. Like, I could go all the way through this and we could have a second try next. Ice Palace will cheer me up once I find Samaria. Actually, with how this seed has been treating me, I'm guessing Samaria is going to be an Ice Palace, and I'm not going to be able to do Icebreaker. Icebreaker is this beautiful piece of tech that lets you skip all the bad stuff in Ice Palace and go right to the back where all the items are. And you don't have to do, like, the loop and everything. But yeah, like Chaser said, it'll likely be in the basement of Ice. It's not Samaria. Yeah, normally you're supposed to have the lamp when you go through there. I can do most of the dark rooms in this game without much of a problem. Except for I've done Dark Mire, I've done Dark Turtle Rock. But I don't know the one in Aga Tower, and I don't know the... Oh wait, this is yucky. And I don't know the one in the big dark room in the left side of Pod. Wait, that didn't kill it? You're supposed to have your eyes opened. You know what? Killed the wrong one. There we go. That was nuts. There's a lot of really well. I think it's and the tech that you use in the randomizer. This is like you have to use they use a specific version for the randomizer, where there's all these skips and clips and everything you can do. But there's so many really cool tricks you can do in this. Oh wait, I forgot. There we go. Clear them all out. 1, 2. Not try next. Not much better. But oh, I can beat Hera now. That's right. I have a bigger sword. Actually, who even needs it? I got silvers. Who cares about swords? The reason I'm charging a spin here is because if you have a spin charged, it gives the hammer the hitbox of a sword. Got him. Yeah, I could have used silvers, but I kind of wanted to use spins there. I figured I was fine. Mainly because it's, I have a hard time, when I try to go to the side and line up a shot with the bow, he does not cooperate with me. He starts running and all over up and down, and I miss 19 shots, and this is the embrace the failure day. Ooh, pod. I really want the lamp before I go into pod. So we're gonna bypass that for now. I do want to get Pyramid Ledge and Homie Fish, since this is the only time I'm really... Why? Gonna be over here. Jerk. I do need to get back up to Hera now, though. I mean, Hera, once getting up there, it'd be really nice with the mirror instead of walking all the way around, but... I mean, Hera Pot would get me up there really quick. And it's just a matter of making sure Helmasaur doesn't hover over that hole again. But that would be 3 Triforce pieces. It would be nice to go back up there, like, get after the mirror and Samaria, just so I could work in the right side of Ganon's tower, get that big key, and then do the climb. What do we got on the slot machine? I think I saw 1-7 on there. All right, homie fish, show me the goods. The goods? Yes! Homie fish. You are beautiful. The map, there's no compass. I think there is an item in Dark Cross. Yes, there is an item in Dark Cross. Alright, this is gonna be our lamp. Or no, well, I mean, it could be the lamp. The fire rod does put the item room in Dark Cross in logic. So this could be the lamp. I'll also settle for Samaria, something really good that's also a red item. See if I remember how to do this in the dark. Alright, here's our torch. Got it. Shield is... I mean, it'll be nice for blind, but that really wasn't very exciting. Alright, we do have 2 items in the back of Skull Woods. So I'm gonna head over there next. We don't know who the boss is there, but I don't believe... I think Trinex is too big to fit in that boss room. We're hoping for Moldorm, because the moving floor there just makes Moldorm stand still. I don't remember what he looked like, but I do remember the name Brooklyn Brawler. And like Junkyard Dog. Sneak. I could just get the mirror. I could go get an arm. I could go get one of the blue mail on Lake Hylia Island. Oh, that's why I can't... Desert's not available. I don't have the mirror. Or I don't have the book. Oh, we're taking my oldest daughter on a nice little shopping trip to the mall for her birthday. We give the girls an option to have like a birthday party with friends, or we'll give them a little budget to go shopping, and they get to choose which one they want. And they've always picked shopping, which is good for us. It's still cheaper overall, and we don't have to worry about planning a big birthday party for the kids. So everybody wins. So she's really looking forward to that. We're taking my youngest over to my parents' house for while we're doing that, which is for the best. She would make that very difficult. She has very big feelings and cannot control her emotions. And when she's told she can't get a toy she wants, she will throw a tantrum. And we just try to avoid taking her to stores because it's just not worth the hassle. Like, we take her into Meijer grocery shopping. If she sees a stuffed animal she wants, it usually ends up with her going back out to the car while we finish with my wife while we finish shopping. Yep, the Fox River Mall's not like what it used to be, but it's still there. Okay, Puffs, you need to die. Thank you, Quarter Magic. I did not want to die and have to come back there. Oh, that opened up Pyramid Fairy. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's like, I don't want to do Meijer because I can't finish Meijer. I'd have to leave stuff behind in Pod. I don't want to do Ice Palace. I mean, I can get... There's one item in Hera I can still get. Like, I'm gonna have to start picking dungeons I can't complete at this point. Well, I guess, no, I can complete Ice Palace, I just don't want to. Alright, I can buy another bottle of blue. Hey, Erdo, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. I think it was something that was... If I remember right, I could be very wrong about this, but I remember hearing that it was in the original game, like it was something that was coded in, but they never actually, like it never made the final product. But in the randomizer, they actually give you the option to put it in as an item. And since I start with the flute, I had been, like I forgot to take flutes out of the item pool. So when I rolled this batch of seeds, I replaced, instead of replacing the flute with like 20 rupees, I'm like, oh, I'll put Quarter Magic on there. And it already paid dividends. Why am I walking over here with the big bomb? Quarter Magic definitely saved my butt there in that cold stare fight. All right. Actually, maybe we'll get a free bottle of blue from here. What do you got, Pyramid Fairy? Bottle of blue? She's gonna give me a B. Oh, bottle of blue. Yes. Okay. I'd like one more, please. Yeah, it's true. They could have had it in a different version. Yes, the bottle of blue was great. I really appreciate that, but really? Oh, this is bad. Hook speed. Oh no. I very briefly had hook speed. Alright, so there's one item in Hera Basement of all places. Wait. I don't have the mirror. Why was I going this way? Alright, let's go. Is it left or right? Left or? Yeah, speaking of bomb butt, there's a mode called Bomberman that I really want to try one of these days. I haven't seen it as a seed option though. You might have to roll it on their Discord server. But instead of getting like swords, you get no swords at all, but you get unlimited bombs, and every time, instead of finding sword upgrades, you find bomb upgrades. So your bombs end up doing like fighter sword, master sword, tempered sword, butter sword damage. And I watched Scottish Brave do one of those, and it looked really cool. If it wasn't obvious, I do also love Bomberman. That's my boss music. Why am I in the Dark World? I'm going to the Tower of Hera. I don't have the mirror. Embrace the failure. Why did I do that? Two times in the last like 3 minutes, I've done something like I had the mirror. All this to go to Hera Basement. Alright, so this time we're gonna run through here. And we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to Hera. I was thinking, it's about 50-50 whether or not I end up doing that, so I should have known better. Go away, bots. I'm not interested in buying viewers. I'm interested in finding the Cane of Samaria. Three-minute warning? I did catch that one. Oh no, I was too far off to the side. All right, new plan. If you use the cape and you pull against the wall, it doesn't take any of your magic. Oh, I can't stand those things. It's like, and why? I've seen them, like, they'll go in waves. Sometimes I won't see the bots for like a couple weeks or a month, and other times they'll be there every single stream. It's like you'd think after a while they'd be like, okay, this guy just bans us, but they don't care. Samaria. Oh wait, that had to be the big key, that's right. The item was in the big chest. Ooh. Wait. This is all wrong. Aha, Moldorm Jail. Wait. This the way to do it? No. All right, now we're gonna get a nice, easy Hera pot. Jerk. Nice and easy. Perfect. See? Easy. No problem at all. I don't trust myself to do this bomb jump though, so we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. This is going to be Samaria, right here. Cane of Samaria. Or 10 arrows. Why do you do this game? Yeah, that's Helena. She comes out in around Halloween. She likes to make herself known. Sometimes she'd normally just pop up over my face, but around Halloween, she's all over the place. Stupid jerk Helmasaur. Why does he always hover over the hole? Now I can't hit you. This is one of my least favorite bosses to see in Hera, and probably the most common one that I see here. Okay, you've got to be just about ready to have that mask fly off. There we go. There we go, he stood still. Alright, 4 Triforce pieces. And unfortunately, now it's nothing but bad decisions. I can't do anything in Thieves Town. Can't do anything in Turtle Rock. I mean, Pod is an option. Ice Palace is an option. But I can't full clear Pod. Have to do it. Pod just takes so long to get to. But I wanted to do Icebreaker. Icebreaker is the best piece of tech in any game ever made. Maybe the hint tile in this first room in Ice will say, you can find the Cane of Samaria in Misery Mire. Then I can leave. Alright, there's one chest. First chest, Cane of Samaria. We're willing it into existence. Retronook willed the hookshot into existence in Mini Moldorm Cave. I am going to will Samaria into existence here, so I don't have to do the bomb jump. This is going to be a small key. Even worse. A small key at least lets you navigate a little better after you do the bomb jump. But that does not, because you need one small key after the bomb jump to go and get back to the item dense area. Now I don't even have a small key. But I mean, you are here though, and the law of Chaser does state that when Chaser is here, Ice Palace will deliver. Uh-oh. I just delivered a bomb to my own face. So at least we're going to get some, there's going to be some form of progression in here. If that said if that hint tile told me where Samaria was and it was something I could go get, I would leave right now and go get Samaria. That's how much I hate doing Ice Palace this way. And this isn't even the normal way. This is still, it's only about 1.5 minutes slower than using Samaria. But I hate it. This was actually the first trick I learned in this game, was the Ice Palace bomb jump. This is probably, from what I've heard, the hardest bomb jump in the game. That's perfect. What? It's supposed to look like a Tetris block. What'd I do wrong? Oh, I have to lay the bomb here. What? Uh-oh. I forget how to do this bomb jump. I'll be right on the edge. Nope. Uh-oh. Okay, we're on the edge. There we go. You have to, the pixels have to look like a little Tetris block. Like one of the little zigzaggy ones. Uh-oh. Go! Definitely first try. I'm so glad I remembered how to do that, at least. On the first try. See, if I had a small key, I could go to the right. And all the good stuff that I want is on the right. Right over there. But I don't have a small key. Maybe we can get a small key here. I don't even have the big key. I'm gonna have to go all the way around to iced tea to get a small key and search the rest of this place. Oh, that is just absolute garbage. Can I even get back over? How do I get back? Like up to the top. I've been doing like icebreaker and stuff to skip through this for so long, I don't remember how to navigate this the vanilla way. Alright, this has to be a small key. There we go. Wait, where'd I get the first small key? Oh, I picked, that's right, I stole the key from the, I got the key from the under the pot. Hey Ghost, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Alright, so I think if we go this way... Wait, what? Ow. Hint tile? The Tower of Hera big key needs fire in Tower of Hera. Yes, I already know what's in the basement. Stupid pen gators. All right, I think we're getting there. Yes. We're on the other side of the door. See, if I had Samaria and I was doing, say, Icebreaker, we would come out right here, boom, 3 item chests all in a row. Beautiful, and we'd be done with this garbage place. But since we don't have Samaria, we have to do this the long way. Why am I doing that? See, in this room, the Cane of Samaria lets you clip through this wall right here. Right. We don't want a small key in this chest in here. So if there's a small key in here, I gotta go back to the big chest. Okay. So at least we have that. Uh-oh. Not dying down here. We're using it. There's 2 of her. She's cloned. It's Orphan Black, which is my favorite TV show. I'm just gonna get this anyway. Why not? Just in case I miscounted. I am a member of Clone Club. Alright, don't be Trinex. The odds of it, we've already seen 1 repeating boss. We've already seen 1 Trinex, so the odds are very strongly that this is very strong that this is not Trinex. If it is Trinex, I should just turn this off and never do randomizers again. Blind. We can deal with blind. Get back here. Whee! Come back. Wait, why didn't I just use my compass? I had a compass. Okay, so now it's Pod or Samarialus Mire. And it's gotta be Pod at this point. I mean, I gotta choose Pod over Samarialus Mire. There's only 2 items I can find in Mire. Pod'll have 5. Though all of that, Pod usually is really front-loaded with small keys. So there'll likely be a bunch of items in that back room that I don't have the lamp to do. But my only options right now are Pod and Mire. Can't get into Desert yet. There's only 1 item left in Thieves Town, and I need Ice Rod for that. Everything else in Ganon's Tower is locked in the right side, which we need Samaria for. So Samaria we will find it somewhere. It is hard required in this seed. You can only skip 2 dungeons, and I need it for 3. Well, to get 3 Triforce pieces. So Samaria is somewhere around here. And it's either got to be here or in Mire. Jason's definitely looking for Mark. Alright. And maybe the mirror would be really nice too. The mirror would let me do Swamp. Michael Mire. I'd rather deal with that than Misery Mire. Hate Misery Mire. It's happening. All small keys. And we're just gonna go to the right side here right away. Get out our bow. Look at that, 1111 rupees, 11 bombs. Hint tile, Samaria. The magic cape is in Mini Moldorm Cave. I knew that 10 minutes into the game. Hint tile is worthless. 7, and looks like a triangle. Jerk. Oh, I screwed up the... Oh, nope, didn't get that. My youngest daughter actually had cheese hot dogs for dinner tonight. There it is. I should have went here first. Could have done a very nice icebreaker. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, hold on. Messed that up. Well, now I'm gonna go through the base. I can use the torch and go through the dark rooms in the basement here. That is... not a problem. So I'll have to... unless the big key is in the dark room. If the big key is in the dark room, then I'm kind of SOL and I'm gonna have to come back. And maybe I could pull up a map of the dark room and try to navigate it that way. Well, I should say the dark maze room. Already did Skullwoods. No, thank you. Wait. I want to go back. I did? This way. Let me through. So that Samaria opens up Turtle Rock. It lets us clear Mire, most likely. Wait a minute. Yeah, you guys just stay down there. Smack. Big key? It's not the right kind of key. No. No. Come on, harmless Hellway, don't fail me. Big key. I'm looking it up. Darkroom Maps Guide. That's Aga Tower. Alright, I can do this. I've got the map. This is gonna go terribly. There's supposed to be an item up here. What? Where am I? Oh, I see. Okay. That ain't it. The big key has to be in this last chest. Okay, we're going to the right. We stopped. What? Okay. So I have to be there. Down. Left and down. Over to the right. Easy game. I mean, it's a great safety. Wait. I'm gonna go up. Up to the right. I did it! With the map. Still did it. And that is gonna save so much time later. I'm gonna be able to skip an entire dungeon less. I was gonna say, I had the compass the whole time. If this was Trinex, and I went through all that trouble just to not be able to finish the dungeon, that would have really sucked. But we're fine. I can do Cold Stare. We got Bombos. We got Quarter Magic. Cold Stare will be easy. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, this seed just keeps on giving and put the big key in the bottom chest of that dark room. I mean, that does tell me I do need to memorize that dark room. I mean, it's not as bad as Meyer Basement, but I do need to learn how to navigate that dark room just on memory. What did I do? There we go. What? There we go. We're gonna walk through this one. Don't touch me. Okay. Now this room, there is a torch we can light. Just have to find it and stop. I still need another sword. Or two. Uh-oh. Relight it. Well, I remember hearing about the Natural Born Thrillers, but I don't remember, like, I can't picture their faces or anything. Let's run through them. Okay, fine, we're just gonna walk. Alright, Cold Stare. Into the spikes with you. Beans! It's blowing up. I can't. No, 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 no. I could not get to the menu while that thing was blowing up, and I somehow squeaked in between those two puffs. If I would have died here, that would have been so bad. Oh, that gives another Triforce piece in Ganon's tower. So where do I want to go? I can get one in Ganon's tower. I can potentially, there's one... Moldorm 2 could be blocked by a second Trinex. So, depending on bosses, Turtle Rock is a possibility. Ganon's Tower for 2, Meyer for 3. Turtle Rock is 6. A Samaria was in Pod. I mean, Meyer's only 2 items in here, but... No, nope, I'm not doing that dark room in Meyer. Actually, I'd have to do it in Turtle Rock. I'd have to do a dark room in Turtle Rock, too. I can at least try the room in... I can get through I can get through the Meyer one on memory. The problem is actually getting through the part where you've got to lay the Samaria block down. Actually, no, I'm gonna... As much as I don't want to do this, I'm gonna do Ganon's Tower first. I mean, there's a possibility I do, like, that I find the lamp in Ganon's Tower. It's more item dense than the other remaining areas. So I've got to change course and do that, but first we're going to do Magic Bat. Odds are Magic Bat is going to be nothing, but if I can get a lamp in here, that gives me, like, a lamp, or Ice Rod would give me another dungeon. The mirror would give me another one. This could be something. Yeah, I'm not good enough to navigate everything without the lamp. That wasn't great. Alright, to Ganon's Tower we go. Hey Kins, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. You know, I had thought about doing a Super Metroid map rando tonight. But I was like, no, I'm really kind of feeling a Link to the Past here. Why can I not hook speed? And now I'm regretting that decision. Should have definitely done map rando. Like with map well, actually the season 4 maps in Map Randomizer have been, I've done, I think, 10 seeds now. And the maps in those are just absolutely miserable. Like, I'm hitting a lot more seeds around the 2-hour mark. Usually I could do a map rando in like hour 20, hour 30. And the maps have just been so much worse lately. I guess we're gonna go this way to get into Ganon's Tower. I guess if Ganon's Tower doesn't have a lamp or anything, Turtle Rock would be, it's more item dense and it would be easier to navigate because it's just the one dark room. And that one's just holding buttons while you're on a conveyor. So I just have to pull up the map and remember what button. I know how to do it when I can see, but when I can't see, then I have a few more issues. Oh, I hated that. The lamp should never be in the swamp big chest. I mean, it could be, though. If I get the mirror, that would open up swamp. And swamp is, with this setup, it's actually the... Well, yeah, I don't have the mirror, so I can't even get to Mimic Cave. So swamp is the most item-dense area. Uh-oh. No, I wanted to turn the anti-fairy into a real fairy. I need health. Okay, come here before I die. Alright. Now we're just gonna do this. I think I lost more hearts trying to get that fairy than I recovered. Embrace the failure. Alright, right here, lamp. Lamp. Get out of the way. Trying to prep all this stuff because I've ended up running out of time in this room before. Like the torches have went out because it took me too long. That's gonna do it. Oh, just made it. I hate Gibdos. One. Two. There's our big key. The book. Alright, the book gives us Desert Palace. So there was something in Ganon's Tower, it was just not where I could get to it the first time through. What am I doing here? Doesn't this just... I don't have the mirror, so I can't exactly just pop out. Jerk. Actually, let's just Death Warp. I need to get back to the start anyway. Yeah, it's true. I do get the tablets also. Well, Ether Tablet. I can't get to Bombos. Alright, now we're back to the start. Still got four more items plus a Triforce piece. Actually, before we do anything else, I want the health back. Jeez, not having any armor here and no mirror shield. These things hit hard. That was a block. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Stop it. Beamos, you are being mean. I really like to try avoiding doing the Ganon's Tower climb just because it's so long. Definitely not as item dense as the basement. Given how poorly this is going, I think we're gonna swing down here. Grab a quick ferry. Or grab them both. I really could use another sword. And I'm really hoping the mirror is in here, because if the mirror's in here, I can just mirror as soon as I'm out and go get Ether Tablet. Or maybe if mirror's in Turtle Rock, I can go get Ether Tablet right away. But with the book now, I really would rather not leave Ether behind. And I can't really justify going to get Desert first. Just because it takes so long to get to Turtle Rock. A snack? I'm a big fan of reduced fat Pringles. Or original Sun Chips. Ooh, nice Tink. Alright, stop it. Beamos. I don't... If this is Trinex... Don't be Trinex. Armos Knights, beautiful. What? Right, now we're getting to my favorite little stretcher rooms in the game here. If you have Samaria. If you don't have Samaria, this room sucks. But if you do have Samaria, boom. And even more fun, but a lot harder to get right. is this one. I missed. If I was a little bit off lining that shot up with the bottom right Wizrobe. Why? Yep. Yeah, with this I'm doing a boss shuffle. So every boss I encounter is completely randomized. Though some boss rooms can't fit specific bosses. Like you can't have a Trinex where Moldorm 2 would be. Or like I don't think you can have a Trinex in Skull Woods. Tempered Sword, awesome, okay. Alright, now Ganon is no problem. Ganon's gonna be a breeze. I can do phase 3 with no issues now. Just pop on the cape and temper Ganon to death. And butter! Alright, whoa. Alright. Oh, wow, vanilla. But Moldorm's gonna have lots of eyes. Uh-oh. In the boss shuffle, Moldorm gets a lot of different eyes. Like, the eyes are randomized. So Ganon is gonna be about 1.5 minutes at this point. Ganon is gonna be over really fast. And now we're just gonna Death Warp. Yep, who was in Ice Armos? Ice Armos was Lanmo. And Lanmo 2 had... What was in Lanmo 2? I just did that. What boss was in Lanmo 2? I don't have the mirror. Moldorm 2 had Moldorm. Who was in Lanmo 2? Armos Knights, that's right. Yeah, Blind was where Ice Armos would have been. Alright, get ready. If you've got a jam emote, get it ready because we are going into Turtle Rock, which has the best music. Mechanical Bass Stage 2 from Over Horizon. I rarely do Turtle Rock and boss hunts just because it generally doesn't work out that way. Actually, let's see who our boss is here. Alright, it's Lanmo. Lanmo is our second repeated boss. So we've had a repeat of Lanmo and a repeat of Helmasaur. It also shuffles the bosses that repeat. What? That's right, it was Lanmo, it wasn't Blind. You're right, you're right. Because, yeah, I had to do the spins, and I was talking about how I was happy that I had Master Sword instead of Fighter Sword for that. Yeah, 100%, you're 100% right. Embrace the failure, me. Got it. A quick turnaround. Now let's see if we can get the... Even though I could just use the cape or Burna here. Nope, didn't work. Iframes. We're just gonna Death Warp. I Can See Clearly is such a good song. Wait, I haven't been keeping track of... Wait, no, I didn't get any actual items in here. We got a big key and 2 smalls. There's gotta be something useful in here. There's 5 items that I can pull out. geez, I gotta do the chain chomp room. That is gonna be rough. I'm horrible at this room. Go, hurry. Lamp. We're good. Yeah, they just swapped the two early bosses. They did switch. Yeah, that's right. Ice and sand, they switched. Actually, no, there's no reason to steal this key. It's not a key sanity seed. It'd be nice if they did a little more to randomize those, but I'm not going to argue with early game bosses in Ganon's Tower. Especially when I would have been completely blocked if we had another Trinex. Hey, stop it. Ow, pain. Mirror Shield. That's a nice place for that. French Vanilla. Yeah, I think that the two dog boss in Ninja Gaiden is called Celeburos or something. I'm probably butchering that you turn into a fairy. So this would be piece 8. Piece 9 would be desert, and 10 would be mire. And then we'd skip Turtle Rock and, skip Swamp and Thieves. This could be a mirrorless seed. It's really uncommon to see mirrorless, but I think unless mire or desert has another Trinex. And I have the compass for both. So we might just not get Ice Rod or Mirror this entire run. Alright, 2 more items left in here. That hurts. Blue Mail Ganon is not that fun, but I'm going to be using the cape for the phase 1 anyway, and the fight itself, again, is only going to be a minute and a half or so. With Butter Sword and Silvers. That's right, we kind of needed a key here. This room I would have had to pull up a map for, but when I can see what I'm doing, I should remember how to navigate this, because you're literally just holding the buttons. There's not any obstacles you have to go around. Alright, so we will need to go to Laser Bridge to get 1 key. Smack. Pink. Pink. There's the Ice Rod. Alright, so now that changes a lot. Whoops. Is now going into Thieves Town with the... What? Uh-oh. I did not scoot down quickly enough to get around that. I should have just caped that. That would have been smarter. Now we have to embrace the failure. We're fine. Getting to the boss of Thieves is going to be very quick. So then it's what's faster, Thieves? Oh, definitely Desert over Mire. Because Mire, you don't, whoops. You don't know where the big key is going to be in Mire. What am I doing? Like, the big key could be anywhere in Mire. I hope I hit that switch. And given how bad this seed has been, I'm going to assume it's not going to be a God Mire. We're not going to have that big key in one of the first two chests. It's going to be like in cutscene chest or something. And I guess a lot of other things could change here. Actually, no. We can beat Trinex, no problem. Who's this boss? Oh, Landmill. That's going to be a cakewalk. Now watch me miss the shots with the fire rod. Why did you go in that direction? You were supposed to come to the left. Got him. I'm a big fan of funfetti, or ice cream cake, or cheesecake. Ooh, desert if we go to desert, I'm gonna do desert first because I can get a set of armor there. On Desert Ledge. Chocolate is definitely good stuff. That's my wife's favorite is Red Velvet, which I believe is a type of like even with the that is not. Oh no, it was Lake Hylia Island and Lumberjack Ledge. Oh well, we'll still do this first. Yeah, really all I need is the big key. Hopefully it's not on the right side. Actually, do we even care who the boss is here? Mothula? I haven't seen Mothula yet. Sorry, X, you didn't find an armor upgrade capsule, but you got everything else. Alright, just big key right here. Big key. Do it now. Big key. Yes! There's literally nothing. I know where I know where the armors are. The mirror is not going to do anything for me at this point. That was finally something worked out this seed. And we're still looking at like around a 2:20 end time. I'm guessing that's about how much time is left here. Ow. Don't hit me in the door, in the butt with a door tile, floor tile. Boom. Boom. It is nice to finally be in official go mode. I need a key. Thank you. Yeah, and Friday night, and there isn't, our local high school doesn't have a football game. Because normally, my oldest daughter loves going to the football games, so... Streaming on Friday nights has generally not been, an option. But since there's no football game at work tonight... Yeah, we actually ran into, like, a discounted cake earlier tonight. Actually, my wife's favorite cake might be carrot cake. We were at I'm not sure if Quick Trip is a national chain, but there's one right by our house. They're all over the place in Wisconsin. And the guy was putting stickers on the ones that expired today. And they're normally $2. He's like, do you want this? It's 99 cents. I was like, no. I don't want it for 99 cents. I think it might have been 79 cents, but I'm like, my wife will she will not approve of having a cake that expires today. And I double checked that with her when we got home, and because I mentioned he was putting stickers out and it would have been cheaper if we got that one. She's like, oh no, I don't want that. Okay, that's good. I mean, we like Quick Trip a lot. They have great donuts. Their prices are a lot better than like the Kroger stores we have around here. A lot better than the Festival Foods, which I think is more local to this area, but we usually travel an extra like 5 or 6 minutes to go to a Meijer, because their groceries are a lot cheaper than like a Festival or anything Kroger owns. Like we used to go to, there was a Pick and Save right by our house that actually the place where the Pick and Save is, it's a storage place now, but right next to it is a Festival. The Festival, that place was empty for probably about 10 years before a Festival bought it and built where an old Shopco used to be. Oh, nice variety cakes. Ow. Alright, all 10. We're saving and quitting. We're not even going to grab that. Lane is getting rowdy. I've never heard of Quick Stars. Well, this will actually be done before 2:20. It's not going to take me well, maybe. I could fall. I could get knocked over. I know they have, what is it? Star Crunches, the Little Debbie cakes. They're not cakes. They're like chocolate and crunchies and caramel, and those are awesome. Okay, stupid skull. I wanted to item dash. Ow. Stop touching. Okay, the only place in Iowa I've really been is Dubuque. Well, and the places that get from southwest Wisconsin to Dubuque, like whatever that little stretch of highway is. Give me that. All right, we're getting our cape ready. I believe I've got some bottles of blue, but we shouldn't really need them. Quarter magic. I actually got myself some apple cinnamon donut sticks last week at the store, and my oldest daughter took the rest of them that were in the box for her for her dessert for her lunch. So I went to get one today. I'm like, what happened to my donut sticks? And my wife's like, oh, she took them. I was like, oh. Haha, Ganon, you can't do anything, you suck. Alright, let's get ready to try the torch glitch. Bam. 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 Okay, you coward. Okay, stop the teleporting. There we go. Perfect. He'll be up at the top. And torch glitch. Oh, a little early. Wait for him to come down here. Got him. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto. We got some nice pork. People of Hyrule are eating good tonight and came in just shy of 217.